Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Lions now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now the Eagles down by 6. A little over 20 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Gates. Look at the big fella go. He may go. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Final 2 seconds. This is it. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Eagles are going to hang on.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A first snap, and Murray goes to the air. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man downfield. It's Rice. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th-quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On comes the Chiefs punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside. This is 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, to the 20. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that play is the game winner.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Here's first down. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Oh, the pressure too much.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Murray taking it right to the air. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Escapes the pocket. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. Whenever you're throwing for two, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion Smith left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. On 1st down, Hurts. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And this one does not go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. A very active... Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Receiver in motion, going left. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got it at the 24. Turn, he finds a way through into that end zone. That's going to give him the lead late. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Well, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Desperation time here on fourth. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throwing for Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Hurts now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throwing now. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new...
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Murray now going to throw to open. He's going to air one out right away. He works free, right side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 90 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw on the run is complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
In trouble, and down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you...
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On first down, it's Hurts. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game,
and he's into the end zone. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Britton Covey now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Hurts to the air on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on second down is Hurts. Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Well, they track him down and the ball is out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
And there is the backbone heartbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Jalen. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He can't get away, and he's lost the football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one.